You were being weird. Don't shut up. Alright, what up guys? I'm Walker, this is Luke. We're back for episode 4 now. This is gonna be the first video on Luke's truck series. It is like 10:30 p.m. right now and we're pretty tired, so we will try our best to keep this coherent. If it's not, then oh well. We can't really do much about that.
We're finally digging into the 1990 Hardbody, the manual one. The first thing we're gonna do on it, really gonna familiarize us with the truck, is gonna be, we're gonna replace every single bulb on here with LEDs. I'll link the forum thread that I referenced to find all the bulb numbers and stuff down below. To the best of my knowledge, I have every single bulb. We're gonna go exterior first, front to back, and then we're gonna dive in to the interior. And we'll talk about which ones are good to have built in, or you have to put yourself a resistor, especially like blinkers where they're on a timer. Yeah. Sometimes they have to be on a resistor to blink at the right time.
If you see mine, they're kind of fast because I put the LEDs in and I didn't put the proper resistor in, which I don't really mind. A lot of people do mind that.
I don't personally mind it either, but I think
I kind of like the sped up. All right, let's get started. Sorry. So one of my favorite things about the Hardbodies is that they have 5x7 lights, which are special because they're damn near universal. A lot of cars in the 90s and 80s had these lights. Not these particular ones because these are LEDs and they're aftermarket, but I mean I can name friggin' 10 different cars. Most notably the obviously Nissan Hardbody and the Jeep XJ also had them.
LEDs are not something to cheap out on. This is a prime example. These ones right here, they're around like 50 bucks. They have a pretty similar presentation, but these ones were more like closer to 100, I think. And I'll link to them. They're just some like random brands on Amazon. One thing these sellers on Amazon and eBay and stuff aren't gonna tell you is that the construction of these cheaper ones, you see how it's real blocky? If we look at the more expensive one, it's got, you can see the contour. And if we hold them up side by side, that contour starts further down. They go into like a little bucket that sits right in here. You can kind of see it from the top. That's the bucket right there. Yeah. So I think these are gonna fit. We already know these don't, but we're gonna show how they both look plugged up anyway. When you're doing the LED lights on old cars, the light color, the light temperature, the light hue, whatever you want to call it, it has to match the surface it's passing through. So if we look at like these corner markers, you got clear plastic and then you got amber plastic or orange, whatever you want to call it. Because of that, we can do either white light or orange light. I'm so much shorter than you. Yeah, so the first thing we gotta do is take the grill off. We're gonna slide that out and then we'll give you all a closer look at the buckets. You also use these buckets to aim your headlight too. We showed this in another video, one of the last ones we made, but the clips that from factory hold this in, they're like these little squares that you twist with the flat head and then it releases. What are you doing?
Trying to fix this little dent.
This truck is very barn findy. Phillips head. Everything on the buckets for the 5x7s is Phillips head. The corner markers are Phillips head. The only thing you need a flat head for is to get the grill off for this part.
So on this assembly we have 6 screws. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's to hold the headlight into the housing. And then we have 1, 2, and that's to direct the light. Can we take that one all the way off? This screw right here on mine is like unscrewable. Yours fell all the way out. Mine did not.
Just a reminder, break your things loose with like some PB blaster or something before you go at them. Luckily this bracket can just bend down and you can bend it back up.
Alright, so right now I'm basically looking at the back of the housing. There's a clip back here and just pops right off. And then there's our headlight.
There's the clip right there, that's the clip. That's where it connects to. So we'll look at the cheaper one first. Just to show you how it doesn't fit.
There we go. Right, they're in there.
So, as you can see, it doesn't want to sit flush in there. And that
it just will not come back over.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to hold it in there. You could probably cut out the bucket.
Yeah.
Like, we were thinking about that. And we haven't tried out that other set. So, if they don't work, we'll be cutting the bucket out. These are the low beams.
It's funny because the old light totally looks brighter from here.
Really? I mean, these are super cheap, so I can't imagine they're super bright. And they're also 5x7s. 5x7s aren't gonna be the brightest bulbs ever.
Hi, beam.
Does it shift?
Yeah. It doesn't shift, it just lights up the bottom one.
Nice. So this, if you notice, this has...
That's for turn signals.
Ah. These
Ah.
can do turn signals
Yeah.
if you wire them up for it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I guess I could read the manual. I'm not gonna do that. So again, the difference in quality. You'll notice these came with more accessories. Turn signal wiring, extensions for the turn signal wiring, and then old school harness stuff. So you can use this on even older cars. This one only comes with the thing for the older cars. Now we are going to put the better ones in.
So you can see these are a little bit more similar profile. This one's a little bit more chunky, but we'll see if it fits. Moment of truth, baby.
Oh, dude. Perfect.
Oh, it fits so much better.
They fit. Oh wait, that one's upside down.
Wait, what?
That one's upside down.
Oh, wait, how the... Oh, yeah, we totally just put it in upside down. That's dumb. So this decides your tilt, how high or low you go, and then this decides your pan.
Pan. This is pan. Tilt. This is tilt. Tilt screw. And then pan screw.
That's our stock headlight. And then that is our new LED. So that, as you can see, it is a lot brighter than the cheap LED, and it also fits. So you can see there's really no difference over here, but there's a huge difference over here when you turn on the high beams. That is exactly what you want to see.
Alright, both of them are in. They look great. We just did like a little half-assed aiming job, looking over here, keeping in mind that this thing is not centered to the wall. When you do this, generally you want to be like 20 feet from whatever surface over there, and you want them to be like below people's rear view mirrors. You want to be below there so you're not blinding people. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the corner markers so they're not blue. So the way we're going to do that, those blue ones are these, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to swap them out for these, because these are the ones that I put in the corner markers that are on Walker's truck, and they look great.
So one thing you might not notice on these corner markers is that there's a screw under the bottom. We didn't bother putting that in because this corner marker and this bumper combination are kind of terrible. There's really no gap in there. So once you get these sides out, once you get the corner markers out, you're going to want to twist counterclockwise, like loosening a screw. You can pop that right out.
Just to show, these are the ones that are way too blue. They're a little bit cheaper. They got that exposed diode. You don't gotta be super careful with these. Just make sure you're not touching them with like super dirty hands. But these are the nicer ones.
When you put them back in, you just do the same thing, but clockwise. Way better.
You can see here, these have the proper color temperature. And they come through this fixture better. These look a little green on camera. I don't know why. I can assure you that in person, these two match very well. Alright, turn signals. So, in his video, we showed you when we painted them. You might notice this bumper and turn signals are different. They're different. I think they're easier to take off.
Probably.
I think this is the same connector yours has, right?
This is the same connector.
Signals. Oh yeah, look at that.
That ain't going back in.
Okay.
Yeah, these ones are.
Okay, this one came out though.
So as you can see, this one's seen better days. We're still going to show you how to take the bulb out because that's important. But one of these days, we're going to magically have new turn signals on here. So
this is the one that's still reusable for now. I'm going to replace these. This lens pulls off. The old one. The old one. Not reusable. You push it in and then twist to the left or counterclockwise, you might say. And it comes out. Okay. Here is the replacement. Alright. As you can see, that one's secured in there. Alright, this is back in. Let's see what it looks like. This one doesn't have a resistor. I need to get another housing. I'm just gonna get a new pair. It helps to get the grill back in place if you loosen up your corner markers. We're gonna try to bend the bumper back down here because it's making it hard to fit the grill over the new light.
disclaimer, this is not going to work. Yeah.
That's not frame. Sheet metal. That's probably straight, bro. That's probably enough. Sometimes it makes it easier to get these connectors back in if you hold them from the back. For the ones where you can do that.
That's what you're looking for right there.
Yeah. That looks great. To get to these taillights and all that, we have to pop the bed liner out of here. We're not even going to bother reattaching it after we pull it off because I'm just going to sell it. Because as I said in a previous video, I don't want this bed liner. This is also my first time getting a look at what the bed looks like underneath there. It's got a Kinko bed mat that was underneath.
That looks pretty good.
No rust in the corners. This is where you would find rust, is in these corners. I actually can't believe that's like a bird's nest that was under that bed liner. This mat should look pretty good once we cut it to length and pressure wash it.
So we got one up here, one down here. They're 10 millimeters. Got my fancy.
If you're using a socket, you could also use a big Phillips head, but it's definitely better to use a socket.
For sure.
I just pulled this one off, and you just pull straight out.
You can see 1, 2, 3, and then all the way up there's a 4th bulb. So there's 4 bulbs total. And these just come
And the turn signal bulbs are the same size front to back.
So just to show you guys what it looks like, I'm gonna pop one of these white lights in the red brake light housing. Daytime running lights, not the brake lights. They're coming through a red glass, so I'm just gonna show you guys what that looks like because it's not right. You can tell because it's kind of coming out a lot more orange than red. So there's our red guy. So yeah, you can sort of, I don't know if it picks up on camera, but this is way redder than that. This is more orange. So we're gonna pop this bad boy.
It's in a white 1156 bulb.
Yeah.
The brake light is 1157 because it's the combination for when it's like running versus braking.
All right, and then this is a completed taillight assembly.
This is lights.
All right.
And then this is brake.
Oh, world of difference, dude. Show me turn signals. Oh, dude, that's so bright.
So a lot of these 11, 56, 57, whatever bulbs, they're so easy because they're just the push and twist. You know, so like I showed earlier, counterclockwise to get it out, clockwise to get it in. Push, go in. It's spring loaded, it's great. And then it just twist lock.
Bro, I just got burned from my flashlight through my pants.
Oh my god. Dude, this bed is gonna clean up so good. I didn't realize there were so many leaves underneath that freaking bed liner.
Alright, I need a baby boy.
Baby boy.
Red baby boy. It is currently 1:32 a.m. Bruh. Come on. There we go.
Well, I might get new ones of these too, because they're pretty cheap.
If you get new ones, give me these.
Yeah?
I'll take these. They're better than mine.
Okay, bet.
And they're cheaper because they're free.
Dude, those are so bright.
I know, it's actually crazy.
Dude, wait, even just the running lights.
I know.
Oh, we haven't popped it in reverse yet.
They're really bright.
Oh, yeah. Dude, those look really good, too.
Yeah.
That running light's not on.
Weird, I might have popped it all the way in there.
So, it's like almost 2 in the morning for us. We've got the exterior lights all done, pretty much, aside from that running light that isn't probably plugged in all the way. In any case, next time y'all see us, we're gonna hit the interior.
Good night. I'm gonna need to start a subscription to White Vans and just start keeping some here. What up, guys? It's the next day. We were too tired last night.
We were both up until like 4 doing stuff too. Because as of right now, the first video has been posted. Y'all will have already seen that. We're gonna pick up right where we left off yesterday. We're not gonna put this back in. I'm about to list this on Facebook right now.
Buy it.
So, yeah, if you're in the Atlanta area, come buy this for $100. Do it. It's gone now. So now we have space to jump right back in. We're gonna get the running light plugged in correctly, and then we're gonna jump inside the truck.
Shout out Zaxby's.
Zaxby. This dude hates Snap-on.
We should. No, I'm the #1 hater of Snap-on. Way better. I mean, it's the same thing. And I say way better because they're just way cheaper. I bet a Snap-on swivel head's like $300, and this one was 40 or 50 maybe. And it's a nice wrench, 90 tooth. Oh yeah.
One thing to note when you're putting in some of the cheaper 194 bulbs, they'll have really bad, you can probably see it, really bad connections on there. So be careful when you're putting it in, because it might get like bent or something. So we're gonna try to bend that one back, but luckily this was like a pack of 10. So.
Oh yeah, there's a positive and negative.
Ah. In addition to being careful with these terminals, something we only noticed once it wouldn't light up with the fresh light, there's a positive and negative terminal. So you want to line those up as well. We didn't realize that. So, first thing we're going to do on the interior is the cluster lights. And then another thing, shout out Japanese Mini Truck. I got the idea from him. We're gonna move my hazard switch down to this empty button. First step is to take off the steering collar trim. Steering collar. There's 4 screws down through the bottom. And then once you do that, there's 3 Phillips head screws up at the top of the cluster, up there. And then there's 2 more on either side down here at the bottom. Oh, dude, somebody snapped this thing.
No.
Yeah, I could just see it in there. It's funny, this is kind of an expensive piece to find. I think they're like 150, 200 bucks. This is what you can do if you don't have the stubby Phillips to get the top one out. You can take your 1/4 inch ratchet and then you put, what is this? 3/16?
No, it's 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch to 1/4 inch.
Square to hex.
So yeah, square to hex adapter basically. And you take your Phillips bit, throw it on your ratchet. Alright. Final dash screw is out. So, I think it should just pull right out. Is it seeing me?
Yeah, I've seen you.
Once you get all the screws out, it just pulls right out. This is like the bezel thing. Like I said, we're gonna relocate the hazard switch so that if we ever do this again, we won't have to unplug the connector. So here's your connector. for the hazards. It's just a push button and then wiggle it out. Boom. There's a little clip right here. You just push that in. I was able to just do it with my finger. Just push that in and it slides out. So, I got the clip out. It just took some feeling around. You gotta reach around. I did the little reach around, you know what I'm saying? Went around this piece of interior and then I just felt around for that little tab, just like on the other clip. And I just pulled on it and it kind of snapped out at me. So, we're gonna snap it in to boom. As far as the cluster goes,
clean.
The relocation of the hazards is successful. Hazards are easy to put in correctly. The top of the triangle points up. Oh wait, it helps to plug it in first.
Yeah. It helps. It's necessary to plug it in first.
You're gonna, and to do this, you're gonna have to just push the harness. You just put it down through here and then pull it through where we're putting the switch and then pop that back in and then we're in there.
It's a dashboard on the wall.
I love this magnet dish, dude. This big one is actually so good. The cluster itself has 4 Phillips head screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, you just pop those out and then it pulls straight out just like the bezel did. We got all our screws out, so it should just... Come on, motherfucker. There we go. You gotta pull it straight out. It's kind of in like guide rails. The cool thing about these harnesses for the hard body dashes is you've got all the plugs for any of the options your truck didn't come with. The plan is I'm either gonna get a parts cluster to swag top. I'm either gonna get a parts cluster. I'm either gonna get a parts cluster to swap the tack itself from, or I'm just gonna find another manual cluster to swap the whole thing in and swap my odometer over because I want to keep that little miles. Did I get through that clean? Did I actually
I think so.
all the work?
I think so, yeah.
The back of this is real simple. You have 3 connectors and they just pull right out. Oh boy, you gotta be careful though. You don't want to pull everything outside around it. Yeah.
Be very careful.
Be careful.
Because this is primitive technology.
Yes, this is old fragile 90s shit. Whoop-ow!
Whoop-ow!
Alright, cluster is free. Ta-da! These knobs, you twist. Oh, come on. Be easy for me. Twist, and then pull. That's the original. So now these are 194 bulbs. But, as you see, they're in these little twist things. And if my research serves me correctly, once you pull them out,
they break.
They break. I, for some reason, thought that the replacements for these came with the lights that I ordered. They did for the smaller bulbs.
Straight grape juice.
Yeah. AutoZone didn't have the twist locks. I'm gonna have to Amazon those.
I love how solemn that was.
I got, you know, a 20-piece set of the twists. They got like 4.5 stars, $9. I figured since I'm ordering more stuff, I might as well get the green LEDs for the turn signal lights, and then also the blues for, I only need one of these, but it's the blue 74 bulb for the bright. We do have the twist locks for the smaller bulbs. Off to this side where you're like check engine, all that junk. Generally all the specific indicators like that, those are gonna have
They're other
74.
bulbs.
They're called 74s. There's other names for them as well. Alright, so we got our white bulbs. This pack came with the twist locks. This is why I thought we had the twist locks for the bigger 194s. Here are the red ones. You can see the red diode. It has 2 going out to the side and then 1 going straight out forward. It came out. This one came out and it didn't break the fixture. So I'd prefer to reuse the original since it's color coded. That's kind of cool. positive and negative how. Alright, we're just gonna have to plug this up and test it without putting it all the way in.
Alright.
Sound good to you?
Sounds great.
74s, just like the 194s, it seems, do have a positive and negative terminal. I'm assuming that's gonna be important, so I hope I put that in right. Just like that, smaller cluster lights are in. We're gonna wait to test these out until we also have the 194s. Just like that, this video is going to day 3. We're back for day 3 of this video. You might notice a difference in the audio. We finally figured out how to use these.
We done got loves. So you can hear me here, or here, or here.
Go up the stairs. Go all the way up the stairs.
And even over here.
Yeah, we got lobs now.
Okay.
The stuff I overnighted came in. Here are the knobs, twist knob, lock sockets. We got those. And then the green ones I ordered for the turn signals came with knobs. Haha. I didn't know they were gonna come with knobs. So, yay, spending more money. This is the more blue light to throw in for the brights indicator because I wanted to use not a white one. Yeah, so let's get right back into it. I got the green. That's kind of nice. This slidey thing. I guess I'll use the knobs that these came with because why open the new pack if I don't have to? You can see the difference in the OEM versus the LED compatible. These are meant to break. These aren't. So if these LEDs go out, these knobs will still be good. Oh, is there a positive and negative on these?
Yep.
It's not labeled on this one.
It probably is still a positive and negative.
Whatever. Here we go. Wow, look at that.
Wow.
Seated. Wow.
That's gonna be really green.
Dude, yeah, I know.
if it's anything like this, that's gonna be really green.
Hopefully these actually go in though. Why isn't it going in good? Line up the knobs with the little cutouts. Come on, man. Cooperate. I feel like that's not enough.
Yeah, that's where that lines up.
All right. I just like a nice click or something. It didn't give me that. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it today, man. I bet you these are thicker. Let's compare. Oh yeah, way different.
Yeah. So that's really not. But they're in there.
You think they're good?
Yeah, I think they're fine.
If you think they're good, I think they're good. These are the same white 194s that we used on the corner markers. Look, this one's blown. So that's definitely one of the ones that was out. Oh, why are these so difficult to push in, man? There it is. This came with the green. This came with the set that I ordered. These are thicker on this flange part. So they're not fitting in there. So rather than modify those right now, since we have these ones that do work, we're just gonna use them.
Luke is an idiot, and he's stupid and dumb. Check out our new zip tie organizer.
Sick.
We got the grills. That's my old grill, and then that's Luke's old grill. I'm wondering if they'll be dimmable.
Huh, that's a good question.
It might just be, you might have a switch on the dashboard now instead of a dimmer.
I kind of like having bright ass lights though.
What's that hat say?
Thanks for the memories. These can only really go in one way, so hooking it back up is pretty easy. Before we bolt everything back together though, I'm definitely gonna turn all the lights on to make sure that I didn't, mess any of the bulbs up when I was putting them in. The brights one must be backwards.
Yeah.
It's not coming on. The seatbelt one's not coming on. It must be backwards.
So seatbelt's backwards, brights are backwards.
Ooh, look at that.
That's
all
pretty
these
sweet.
come on.
That's pretty nice.
Okay, temp gauge and this side needs to be flipped.
Yeah, I think your dimmer just doesn't work.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I wonder, because I have a dimmer on mine too. I wonder if it will work. Should have tested that before we took it out.
The turn signal ones aren't working.
They're not?
No.
Neither of them? You might have to keep the turn signals non-LED. Or we get resistor ones. I don't know.
Okay.
Turn your brights on. Yeah, brights work. Oh, that's bright.
Oh, that's
Holy
blue, blue.
moly,
I
dude.
love it, dude.
Heck yeah, that's that. You're not gonna forget about that.
That looks good. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to keep the OEM turn signals because these don't have like a resistor. That's what we think it probably is.
I don't know. So it's weird. So his front turn signal would turn on for one blink, and then nothing. I don't know why.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, no.
That looks fine.
I know, I don't mind that. If you're gonna swap out your turn signal indicators, you probably need to get ones with resistors. I don't know if they even make that, so you might have to like wire that in somewhere. But I'm not too bummed about that. Those show up really green, and they're plenty bright. I mean that shows up well with the other lights on.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad about it. All right, now we just need to swap out. We just need to flip those around on that side, and then we're done with the cluster.
Yeah, dude. So it looks like there's maybe a wiring problem on
The one that's right behind there.
the. Is it the temp gauge or the second speedometer?
It shares.
Shares. Okay.
It shares it.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're missing that. That's a bummer. But everything else works.
Yeah. This is like big nighttime video vibes.
I guess we wouldn't know if my oil pressure. Wait, oil pressure should be on when it's all off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got to do one more. Oh, why isn't that popping up?
I don't think it should pop up.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we won't know if it's working unless my shit blows up.
I guess not.
Cluster's going back in. I'm not gonna worry about this. Maybe that can be a wiring and soldering project down the line, but I don't feel like doing that. I don't think y'all really care to see that either. You don't want to see some dummy learn how to solder on his cluster. That's weird.
Going through replying to Instagram comments right now because you guys are awesome, sexy, beautiful beasts.
We just started like the Instagram in like the last 48 hours, and we're super stoked with the response we've been getting. Thank y'all.
I gotta pee.
Ow! Hannah, do you want to film? Walker, we're gonna be able to hear you pee.
Hey guys, I'm peeing right now.
My girlfriend Hannah is filming right now. Thanks, Hannah. Got this all back together. That's what it looks like with the bezel all on and stuff. It looks pretty cool.
We both got fast blinkers now.
Fast blink up, gang.
Fast blink gang.
Fast blinker, gang. We already took the ashtray out, but to get this center piece out so that we can get to everything back here, just 4 bolts, screws. Then we're gonna get those out.
Spending because I don't really feel it.
So as you can see, got all the screws out. This just pulls right on out.
Yep.
Disconnect your connector for the cigarette lighter. Wow. Ouchie.
I think this is just a facial plate though. Yeah, this is just popped off.
Oh. So those knobs for the control.
I think it's just popped right off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them right here.
So
Because they're not magnetic.
that just pops out. That's crazy. Be careful because it's going to have a connector
Yeah.
for the AC button. And no, it's just going to push straight in.
That's crazy.
That's the back of the button.
And is that the only bulb in the middle? That's so crazy. It's got reflectors on it.
So I just try to flathead it.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it might be. I would say pry from right here because that seems to be the point of because you don't want to pry it where there's just so much tension. One piece.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
This is a 74 bulb.
Dude, it's crazy how much these plastics melt.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Wild, dude.
Like even all this part too. Like, wait, yeah.
Wow.
If you have a late model hardbody, you don't have to worry about that though.
Man, I think mine is fine. My interior is so freaking clean, dude. I love it. So.
Wow, there it is.
That's it.
Okay, all right,
Word
we're gonna
up.
put this back together.
Frick yeah, dude. Idiot right
The
now.
light for the button is built into the switch.
That's sick.
So that does mean that we can't. That means it's probably already an LED.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna be annoying to line this up with the switch.
Oh yeah, no, you got I'm just making sure you got the visor back in there. Fuck.
That's sick.
Oh man.
Where does it clip into? Why didn't it go in?
It's just a little bit more this way. Just has to go in straighter. Okay, so that's back in. We just need to glue this piece.
That's a bummer. I failed to locate any super glue.
This guy's just gonna sit right here.
I'm not too worried about it. We'll glue it.
It's not like you're gonna be driving this truck anytime soon.
Not daily, at least. Dude, look how bright that is.
Holy God, jizz. Sorry. That's insane.
So you do lose dimming. But
I don't know
care
if
about
you do.
dimming.
I don't know if your dimming ever worked.
You might be right. But I wouldn't be surprised if you lose dimming too. We only got one more light after this. We'll fix this another time. Maybe I'll even replace it. I'm sure I can find this
Dude,
piece.
that junkyard's definitely got one.
So that brings us to the last light of the day. How does it come off? Wow. There's not even a freaking bulb in it. No wonder it didn't work. These bulbs, here they are. Hold up, let me refer to my notes because it doesn't have the original package. This is a DE3175, DE-3175 bulb. If you have dome lights in your hard body, it'll use these as well. But I don't have dome lights, so the only thing we need this for is the map light.
So I'm gonna use 3 of those in my truck.
Look at all those diodes. This should be massively bright. You can kind of see, if it'll focus, you put it in this one first and then you push it up into this one because you got some give in there. So now, we got this big old bright light in there. That looks great.
Heck yeah, dude.
And I didn't have a working one at all before, so this is much better. Oh, look, I found one more little rust spot in the bed. That's the only bad spot,
Yeah, that's
I
what
feel
I was
like.
pointing out the other day.
Let me figure out how to weld. We can just do that.
Let me figure out how to weld. Dims the lights.
Them's the lights, baby. We finished.
Yeah.
The only thing we didn't do is fix the little piece of plastic that we broke. And also there's the front passenger side turn signal. I need to get new turn signal housings anyway. We just wanted to show y'all how to do it. But now y'all have seen what it's like to swap every single light in these trucks. And the lights my truck doesn't have, like fogs or domes, we explained that. I'm gonna have the links to all the research I did for this down below. I'll have a list too, just real quick, of every single type of bulb we used to do this.
So mostly Amazon, right?
Yeah, I got all mine on Amazon. Yeah, just be careful, you know, check the reviews on Amazon, see what other people have to say about it. And also, it's usually pretty easy to tell if they have a bunch of bot reviews, because you'll have like a bunch posted in the same day that aren't verified purchases and stuff like that. So, yeah, just be careful. You know, cheap electronics is the way you usually screw something up. But these are just lights, they're not sensors, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, so eventually, I think I'm gonna do at least my interior and my taillights. I'm kind of waiting on Luke to get some new taillights so I can get his.
Yeah.
But I'm kidding, I'm probably gonna. I think I'm gonna do something crazy and maybe go like all blue interior or something. And it's, I mean, as you can see, it took us 4 days, but
and luckily we went and screwed up everything so that you don't have to. So you're gonna order everything you need and you're gonna be fully prepared.
Dog.
And you're also not gonna be trying to film everything. So honestly, I think someone without a camera in their hands and with all the materials right in front of them, you could do this in 2 or 3 hours.
For sure.
So as far as what we got coming up, Walker locked in a spot and a friend to help with the timing change.
So I got some exciting news. We got a little bit of a bartering deal happening. So I'm not going to say too much about it, But long story short, my truck needs a timing chain bad. And somebody needs some tile work done in their house bad. So
Making something happen.
Might make something happen there.
We've got an Instagram made now.
Yeah.
As of the recording of this video, we've got our first 3 posts up.
Big old follow.
Yeah, give it a follow. We're gonna post, behind the scenes stuff there, and any channel announcements that shouldn't go just like in their own video or something like that. It'll all go through Instagram for now. Down the line, we're gonna try to get a website up and Facebook and all that. If you watch this and you decide to put some LEDs on your truck, go ahead and send us a photo. Tag us in it if you post it. That would be cool. We'd love to see it. But other than that, I think that's it for this one. So, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Later.
My left foot was on here, so I was like this.
Back a little bit.
Alright, now clap.